All right, let's get to the big breaking news coming in at the moment. Virat Kohli is retiring from Test cricket after Rohit Sharma. Remember, Virat has now announced retirement from Test cricket. That announcement being made, huge announcement, of course, a major impact on Indian cricket. That was speculated a lot, but it wasn't final. It wasn't seen as a final announcement. Now that announcement coming through, and the King announcing his retirement from Test cricket. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the big news that is coming in at the moment from the world of cricket. We will, of course, have to see more and more reactions. Remember, Virat Kohli has been an ace player when it comes to Test cricket and all formats of cricket, in fact, and his announcement coming right ahead of the 5-Test tour of England starting next month is going to be a big concern for Indian cricket. So that's the big news that is coming in at the moment. Virat Kohli announcing his retirement, something that was speculated, now being finalized. Of course, he has, I believe, put it on his Instagram and he's written a long note is what we are getting to know. My colleague Pratibha is joining us with more on this. Pratibha, a big announcement there, something that was speculated now being finally announced by Virat Kohli. What more do you have? It is, of course, going to be a long journey that is coming to an end.
It's the end of an era, and Test cricket is never going to be the same again in India. For the fans of Virat Kohli, this was something they perhaps knew but did not want to hear. But the confirmation coming in from the legend himself, Virat Kohli, taking to Instagram, and this is what he says. It's been 14 years since I first wore the baggy blue in Test cricket. Honestly, I never imagined the journey this format would take me on. It's tested me, shaped me, and taught me lessons I'll carry for life. There's something deeply personal about playing in whites, the quiet grind, the long days, the small moments that no one sees, but that stays with you forever. As I step away from this format, it's not easy, but it feels right. I've given it everything I had, and it's given me back so much more than I could have hoped for. Then he also goes on to express gratitude, as he says, I'm walking away with a heart full of gratitude for the game, for the people I shared the field with, and for every single person who made me feel seen along the way. I'll always look back at my Test career with a smile. 269 signing off, and with a India flag emoji and heart, Virat Kohli signs off. So as we mentioned, Test cricket will perhaps never be the same again.
Absolutely, Pratibha. Let me also go across to our colleague Karishma on this. Karishma, the BCCI finally couldn't convince Virat Kohli to not retire. There we have it, a final announcement, an official announcement by Virat himself, saying it's been a long journey and he's signing off with a smile. That leaves behind the legacy that very few will be able to match.
Well, yes, absolutely. This is going to be a legacy that is going to be unmatched. Virat Kohli has been, at the forefront when it comes to Indian cricket. He's captained the Indian team, and now he has been due to Test cricket as well. Remember, he scored 9,230 runs, and everyone, especially Virat Kohli fans, was somewhere hoping that he is going to breach the 10,000 mark. That hasn't happened, but just ahead of the selection of the team for the Tour of England, this is going to be a heartbreak for many Indian cricket fans. First Rohit Sharma, and now Virat Kohli announcing their Test retirement. They did the T20 retirement together as well, where Virat Kohli first went and announced his retirement from T20 after winning the World Cup, and then Rohit Sharma followed his footsteps. And now here, Rohit just a couple of days ago had announced his retirement, and now we have Virat Kohli, and this is going to be a big setback as well, because the Tour of England is going to be very important, and you are going to be going without two of the most experienced players, which is Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. But having said that, when we talk about Virat Kohli's legacy, he is going to be remembered for a long, very long time. Whether it is being #1 in Test rankings, whether it is making sure India is creating history in Test cricket, or winning important series as well. Virat Kohli has been at the forefront of it all, whether it's winning, whether it's losing, or just standing by the team and his teammates when it's needed the most. And in his post as well, he's of course emotional, where he's putting out the India flag and saying that I have played for 14 years and that it is something very, very special to play in whites. And remember, Virat Kohli has always been the one who has said that Test cricket is the ultimate form of cricket. Test cricket is what makes you or breaks you as a cricketer. So for Virat Kohli to retire from Test cricket would have taken a lot of thought, a lot of deliberation. And you spoke about, BCCI trying to convince him. Of course, you would want Virat Kohli in that team because that gives you the most experienced middle order. But all of those talks, the reports that were doing the rounds for the last few days have fallen flat. And now Virat Kohli is not going to be a part of the Indian Test setup anymore. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli together are only going to be playing the ODI format, perhaps looking forward to the 2027 50-over Cricket World Cup.
Right, Karishma, of course, that is an end of an era. Thanks very much for joining us at the moment. Of course, for our viewers, let's quickly recap. Virat Kohli has announced his retirement from Test cricket, an emotional post that he's put out on Instagram saying, let's read it out for you. It's been 14 years since I first wore the baggy blue in Test cricket. Honestly, I never imagined the journey this format would take me on. It's tested me, shaped me, and taught me lessons I'll carry for life. Eventually, of course, he says, I'll always look back at my Test career with a smile. And not just him, his fans, his supporters would be left with smiles as well as happy tears with the kind of legacy that Virat Kohli leaves behind in Test cricket.